Is it time to buy or sell Chipotle Mexican Grill stock? In this video, we will explore Chipotle Mexican Grill in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 15th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and thorough analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Since the 2nd of September, 2025, our system has ranked Chipotle Mexican Grill as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of negative 3.41. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock saw a decrease of 7.59%. This equates to an average decline of 0.76% per day since it was categorized as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating that further declines are likely. The present 3-month trend predicts a potential decrease of approximately 31% over the upcoming 3 months, with expected returns ranging from a decline of about 42% to a drop of 25%. Evaluating the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of around negative 24%. According to our assessments, the stock's performance could vary between a decline of approximately 25% and an increase of 7% over the next year. In today's terms, this would place the future price between $29.02 and $41.34. Our latest daily update for Chipotle Mexican Grill includes the headline, Red Day on Monday for Chipotle Mexican Grill Incorporated stock after losing 0.129%. The Chipotle Mexican Grill Incorporated stock fell by 0.129% on the last day, which was Monday, the 15th of September, 2025, from $38.63 to $38.58. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.63%, reaching a day low of $38.42 and a day high of $39.04. The price has decreased in 8 of the last 10 days and is down by 8.45% during this period. Volume also declined on the last day along with the stock, which is a positive indicator, since volume should ideally follow the stock. On the last day, the trading volume decreased by 2 million shares, totaling 18 million shares bought and sold for approximately $713,190,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $66.74, while the lowest price was $38.30. Currently, the price is 42.19%, or $28.16, below the 52-week high, and 88.21%, or $288.76, below the all-time high on the 15th of January, 2018, when the price reached $327.34. Chipotle shares experienced a notable increase in after-hours trading today when the company announced an additional buyback of $500 million. This move signals strong confidence and resulted in an immediate boost in share price. The buyback is expected to provide short-term support by reducing the number of shares available, enhancing earnings per share, and attracting value-focused investors. However, the overall market impact will depend on the speed of execution and the total number of outstanding shares compared to the market capitalization. In addition, Chipotle is accelerating its global expansion efforts by partnering with SPC Group to enter South Korea and Singapore in the year 2026, while also reporting growth in Canada, Europe, and the Middle East. Management's focus on expanding into Asia and other markets represents a significant opportunity for long-term growth beyond the current traffic and maturation of units in the United States. This growth strategy comes at a time of considerable valuation adjustment. The stock has declined by approximately 35% year-to-date, trading close to multi-year lows, which has led to a reevaluation of future profitability. In the short term, Weak comparisons or execution issues could continue to exert pressure on the share price despite the buyback announcement. However, if international rollouts are successful and margins recover sustainably, it could reinstate growth expectations and lead to an expansion of the price-to-earnings multiple. Nonetheless, execution risks, initial costs, and competitive pressures render this outcome uncertain. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 11th of August, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned CMG an overweight rating along with an upgrade action. On Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, RBC Capital rated CMG as outperform with a hold action. On Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025, Bernstein provided CMG with an outperform rating and a hold action. On Thursday, the 24th of April, 2025, Morgan Stanley assigned CMG an overweight rating with a hold action. On the same day, April 24th, 2025, KeyBank also rated CMG as overweight with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to the stock of Chipotle Mexican Grill. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio to be a strong sell, and the price-to-book ratio is also viewed as a strong sell. However, when it comes to return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Chipotle Mexican Grill. Currently, there are few to no positive technical indicators. The stock of Chipotle Mexican Grill Inc. presents sell signals from both short and long-term moving averages, which suggests a negative outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general sell signal stemming from the relationship between these averages, where the long-term average exceeds the short-term average. In the event of upward corrections, resistance is anticipated at levels of $39.29 and $42.13. A breakout above either of these levels will trigger buy signals. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Tuesday, the 1st of July, 2025, with the stock having declined by 33.76% since then. Further declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, a sell signal is also present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. During the last trading day, volume decreased alongside the price, which lowers the overall risk since volume typically follows price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a sell signal from 53 days ago. Bollinger signals a buy from 2 days ago. The short-term moving average indicates a buy from 17 days ago. The long-term moving average shows a sell signal from 41 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 40 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see the short moving average indicates a buy from 17 days ago. The long-term moving average shows a sell signal from 38 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 31 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Let's discuss the support, risk, and stop loss for Chipotle Mexican Grill. Currently, there is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and under the right conditions, the stock may experience significant declines in the coming days. This stock typically has moderate fluctuations throughout the day, and with sufficient trading volume, the risk is categorized as medium. In the past day, the stock fluctuated by 625 thousandths of a dollar between its high and low, which is a movement of 1.63%. Over the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 1.88%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Chipotle Mexican Grill, let's quickly review some key fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, also known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This PE ratio is relatively standard, often observed in companies with established track records or consistent revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of October 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 29 cents. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Chipotle Mexican Grill. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Chipotle Mexican Grill is at $42.52. If you do not currently own any shares, you might consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could be a point to think about for swing trading. There is no significant support from accumulated volume below, which indicates that the stock could potentially decline sharply under certain conditions. Proceed with caution and consider making trades only if you are an experienced trader who understands how to navigate such situations. The combined average rating for Chipotle Mexican Grill from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's take a closer look at some recent insider trades. On the 22nd of August, 2025, McConnell Jamie conducted an insider sale of 4,639 shares of common stock. On the same day, Theodoridis Roger E. conducted an insider sale of 30,298 shares of common stock. Also on that day, Shallow Lori conducted an insider sale of 30,113 shares of common stock. On the 22nd of August, 2025, Reimer Adam T. conducted an insider sale of 8,528 shares of common stock. Lastly, on that same day, Garner Curtis E. conducted an insider sale of 41,372 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that the insider power is positive, with a ratio of approximately 6.857. In total, insiders purchased 1,713,263 shares and sold 1,341,605 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock, and there is currently no stop loss in place. Is Chipotle Mexican Grill stock a good buy? Chipotle Mexican Grill Inc. shows several warning signs and is currently experiencing a broad and declining trend. Consequently, we believe it will continue to perform poorly in the upcoming days or weeks. Therefore, our assessment of this stock remains negative. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 16th of September, we anticipate Chipotle Mexican Grill will open higher by approximately 10 cents, starting at $38.68. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.